go about making a big life decision? Do you ask advice from your closest friends? Maybe someone older or wiser than you? Are you a gut follower? You do what feels the best or brings you the most peace? Or are you all about the facts? What seems the most logical? And then what? How do you know you've made the right decision? What if you don't have immediate peace about your choice? Is it then the wrong decision? How can anyone ever really have any confidence? Originally, this initial time here in Central Asia was only supposed to be for a year. But soon after arriving, my husband expressed that he felt like the Lord might be leading us to stay longer. I, on the other hand, have been a little bit reluctant. The transition has just been harder for me, as was kind of expected, with Brad growing up here as a kid and just knowing what to expect. Knowing some of the language also is a big help.
Bye, Rufy!
Don't get me wrong. This past year has been amazing in so many ways. But I'd be lying if I said it was all a fun adventure. I've had many moments of joy and excitement exploring this beautiful place. But recently, I've faced moments of some of the deepest loneliness and homesickness I've ever felt. Yet in the midst of this deep longing for home, and as we approach our original end time here, we're faced with a big decision.
Hey.
What's next?
This is pretty typical of Kyrgyzstan. We're looking for a place that used to be here.
What?
And we get here. And
not looking too hopeful.
this is what it looks like.
Here's a playground area you can play on. It's just a lot of nails. A lot of nails.
The old sign's there, but not looking hopeful. There's the old sign.
Is there another entrance at the other end, maybe?
Brad, there's like holes in the building.
There's always holes in the building, sweetie. That's absolutely normal. Holes in the building. I'd be concerned if there wasn't holes in the building.
At least the girls have ice cream. There's all the play indoor stuff.
Yeah, but that could have been cleared out for some reason.
That doesn't make face, Mama.
So why would they leave the sign? The funny thing
What do you think? Do we think this is
funny thing is, yesterday we had this issue next to a restaurant that was all torn up under construction, and we joked that it was open because there was a hole in the wall, and then it actually was, and we ate there.
Okay, I just came in this little grocery store here that's like a specialty store that I've been told has lots of different things that like you can get in the States. Like they have a Dunkin' Donuts here. I've also seen Starbucks coffee here. But I also get maple syrup here. The only place that I've been able to find maple syrup. And I'm looking for brown sugar also. Okay, I found the maple syrup. So this is that store, Nosh Gourmet. A little bit more expensive than you would pay in the States, but every once in a while I'll go in and grab some maple syrup to have for a treat. And one of those bottles is like 1,100 som, which is about $13, so definitely a little expensive. But a nice treat every once in a while. I may give one as a Christmas gift to somebody. I don't know about you, but when I have a big decision to make, I sometimes feel like I need to tackle smaller ones first. You know, give myself a win to gain some confidence. And with the start of the new year, I've had a lot of feelings going on. feelings of motivation to get after my goals, feelings of needing something new and exciting, feelings of expectation for all that the new year will hold. And I just felt like I needed to do something. So I cut my hair. Something that feels dramatic, but just not permanent.
Today's probably the coldest day that we've had yet here. I think it was below 0 last night, and it's only about, I think it was like 2 degrees when we woke up. So it's just really crisp, but it's wonderful when the sun comes out with the cold. And it's been snowing for the last 2 days, so we just got this fresh, fluffy snow. But we have officially made the decision to return here to Kyrgyzstan after a short stint back in America. We're gonna go back to Texas in May to do a little bit of running around and visit our church back in Austin, which we're really excited about. And then we have made the decision to come back to Kyrgyzstan here in September. We're not really sure about the time frame of how long we plan to be here, but we've ultimately felt like God was calling us to come back and continue with our life here, with learning language for me and my husband working on the business that he's currently working with here, and just doing the best to serve the people here in Kyrgyzstan. This was definitely not a very easy decision for me. I think my husband had a lot more peace about it than I did. I really did not have clear guidance on whether I felt like I wanted to come back, but I took some time to really just sit down and pray and ask the Lord what I felt like was holding me back from wanting to come back here, when my husband felt like he had such clear leading, and just wrote down all the things that I felt like I was having to give up from America and grieving kind of, and just give those over to the Lord. When I make decisions, I really like to have a feeling of peace and a sense just that it's the right decision. And I think sometimes I don't feel that peace in my gut some days, and that makes me question the decision to come back here. But ultimately, I just felt like I needed to say yes to the Lord and move forward in faith that He's going to provide and give me that sense of peace that I need for each day. You know, we don't always have a clear direction on whether something is the will of God, but I just think of lots of scripture that talks about if we trust Him, that He will keep us on the path, that He will make our path straight, that we can trust in the Lord with all our heart and lean not on our own understanding. Yeah, I feel like once I said yes to coming back here, I felt like I could move forward with a lot more decisions about other things regarding living here. Really, a lot of the things that I was worrying about kind of faded with that decision. I heard this quote recently that said, to live a life that most people won't live, you have to be willing to do what most people won't do. And that's so true in a lot of ways. There's a lot of hard things about moving overseas, especially with a family and young kids, and there's a lot of challenges that come with that, but there's also a lot of opportunities for growth and opportunities for dependence on God that I know I won't have just living in the comfort of what I'm used to all the time. And really the safest place that I can be is in the will of God. And if this is where we feel like He has us, then I don't have to worry about all the details of that. And I can trust that He's gonna provide for us and walk us through those challenges in this season. In acceptance lies our peace. So we're excited to see what the next few years will hold, and excited to bring you guys along for the journey. Thank you so much for always watching my videos and tuning in with us and praying for us and supporting us. If you're not subscribed, please do so to keep following our journey here, and we'll see you guys next time.